This is the knockout queen here, Maria. Madi, the next round, I got the champ. Robert.
I'm here.
Or Colby,
I made it in today.
Yes, you did indeed. And we are here. We were just talking about the Crawford versus Gamboa exciting bout that we saw last week. I really enjoyed it. We're going to have Charles March with Touch 'Em All. He's also another show here on SportsTownChicago.com. He's coming up here in just a few minutes. You're listening to SportsTownChicago.com. If you have any questions or comments, please call us 630-403-5200. It's all about boxing. We want to hear what you want to hear or comment. Whatever it is, we want to know.
We want to know your thoughts.
Go. Well, now we're going to welcome our guest, Charles March. Here, he's with Sportstown Chicago.
He brings his entourage with him?
Yeah, can you believe that? Wow, man, I want to have that.
Charles brings a little fan base with him. All right.
Hey, Charles, what up?
How we doing? I'm glad to be here.
Thank you for joining us here today. We're glad to have you. I know you're a busy man.
It's always great to have Charles in the studio.
It is.
Information machine.
He is.
Oh I know a little something.
We were just talking about you. We were saying, that we want to go ahead and, he was saying download your brain, but I want to go ahead and clone your brain. Maybe just clone you, I guess.
I was talking about putting your brain on a USB. And Mr. Flores, of course, because that guy is just, he's just, when he talks, I get chills,
He knows his stuff.
Yeah, he's great.
Does.
He's so, like when he talks about it, he gets so, emotional.
So passionate.
Yeah, he's
so informative.
A lot of passion.
Dude. Hey, let's just jump right into it. What were your thoughts on the Gamboa-Crawford match?
I mean, you figure, hey, this is like his first true fight in about over a year or so.
Right.
And Crawford, he had like an impressive showing going over to Scotland to beat Ricky Burns, which I don't think that many people would think was possible, but hey, he pulled it out.
Right, because he was a nobody.
Right. I never even heard of the guy. I just heard he was undefeated. But
do you remember much about that fight? If he knocked him out, Burns, or
it was just total domination.
Total domination,
he dominated, huh?
Wow, that's great.
And so then you figure when they came over to Nebraska, I mean, I heard you guys before I came in was talking about what's in Omaha. Well, you figure Crawford and I guess Golden Corral. But
the Golden Corral.
There you go.
I'm hungry too.
There you go.
Who else is hungry?
Yeah. But you figure, hey, the first, I heard you guys show coming in, the first 4 rounds, Gamboa was taking it to him.
He was.
And but you know what? You could say that he was taking it to him, but Crawford was really blocking a lot of those. He was coming at him like a tornado, but it looked like Crawford had some type of control.
But you know what? The biggest, I guess, surprise to me was the fact that Crawford was the bigger man.
Yeah, he was.
You would have thought, okay,
right.
Gamboa's had at least a couple of fights at 135, but he didn't look like a natural, 135 or so. And then I guess somewhere, I don't know if you want to say filling out process or trying to maybe the hometown pressure kind of got to him a little bit, but around that 5th round or so, Crawford, kind of stepped his game up a whole nother level.
Yeah, he did. But you know what they were saying? As far as Gamboa goes, he was once considered a superstar in the making. Prior, he was he had so much to prove, and so people were saying he was going to be the next big thing. But then he hasn't, he just stopped fighting or boxing. It was more than a year, so I think that really hurt him.
But you know what? There's a little inside story behind that, though. Mm-hmm. You figure, I don't know if people recognize this, he was with Golden Boy for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Then I guess something happened along the point where him and Golden Boy had a falling out. Then I guess he was going to join Mayweather Promotions. When Mayweather and 50 Cent were going to try to do their thing. Mm-hmm. Then that was a little falling out before 50 went ahead and started his own promotion and joining with him. But you figure in that process, he really only had maybe one fight, which wasn't an easy fight. And I think he got knocked down maybe 3 times in the fight that he had. I forgot the opponent or who it was, but yeah, he won the fight, but
So you think you think that he's been out of commission for a while because it was a promoter thing? You didn't have the promotion?
I think promotion has something to do with it.
So that really affected him with the promotion side and the business end of it.
It's always the business end when it comes to boxing.
But that shouldn't be. It should just be all, focused on skill, because it's a sport and it's a one,
It's a skill, but you want to be compensated for that skill, though.
Of course.
Exactly.
Who doesn't in regards to whatever you're doing?
Well, how about if they set boxing up almost like Major League Baseball or football, where there's actual, where you don't pick who you fight who's in line.
I mean,
like almost like a season.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what?
I can't really do it that way.
So now, I mean, I'm going to it now, and Gamboa, if he had been represented well and everything was being taken care of on his end, to the T, 100%, the outcome might have been different then. For him.
I don't know if I go that far.
Charles, let me ask you a question. Did you think Gamboa came out there and gave everything up too quick instead of like trying to fill Crawford out a little bit? Because it seemed like to me that he came out and just threw all the cards on the table, and by the third or fourth round, he didn't have nothing left.
You think he got tired?
I don't know if he got tired. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I banged on the table. But I don't think he got tired. I think that Crawford just figured him out way too early in the match. I mean, Crawford wasn't really giving up everything. He was trying to fill him out a little bit. I think if Gamboa would have boxed him a little bit, jab, move, that it was like a game of chess.
You just said the key. I think Gamboa was trying to go for the kill.
Exactly.
And that's the reason why you figure he won those first 4 rounds.
Right?
But that gave Crawford an opportunity to feel his power early in the match.
Absolutely.
And once Crawford felt that power and he knew what he was dealing with, then, man, you seen what happened from there.
I mean, to me, the one telling stat was the fact, and I go back to this earlier, Crawford looked like the bigger guy.
Yeah, he sure did.
And you figure if there was a way that he could get him with one good shot,
yeah.
What do we all know? You start with the body.
Yep.
Right.
The head eventually will go.
Right.
And I think it was in the 8th round, I want to say, when Crawford threw this right. I mean, it kind of rocked Gamboa, and I bet you Gamboa probably was glad that round was coming to an end, because if it had gone about another 30 seconds or so,
he'd have been done.
But
do you think Gamboa came out there and he thought that the only way I'm going to beat this man in his backyard is by a knockout, so let me try to do it in the first couple of rounds? Do you think that was his game plan? What was his game plan?
I think we all trying to figure that out.
Right.
I don't know if he had a game plan.
But here's the thing, though. You're fighting in another man's turf. And
right.
the old saying is, hey, if it's like a real close decision,
you're
going to go with the hometown person.
I got you.
Right,
yep.
right. So his only option
was to go for the knockout.
To go for the knockout.
But I'm sure he was like.
But still, you can. There's other ways. There's other ways you can go for the knockout. You figure. They call boxing the sweet science, right?
Yep.
Jab, throw it right. Confuse the guy. And then you figure in those later rounds, assuming he didn't get tired, in those later rounds, probably around 7 or 8 or so, had he had the stamina, he probably could have went for the kill then.
Well, you know what's funny about that is a lot of people think the head's the way to go, but that liver, man, if you hit that liver one time, the right time, right spot, it's over.
Oh, the one fight that I think about was when Bernard Hopkins fought De La Hoya.
There it is. That's the fight I've been talking about.
That's the one that
Charles,
he talks about a lot.
Because you know what? There's
I'm
one
glad
reason.
You brought it up.
There's a reason why I can't. De La Hoya's got a bad taste in my mouth, and you just gave it to me. That's the reason right there. It was one liver shot. The executor hit him one time and he went down.
He hit him one time, and you figure he was down for about 6 minutes or so after he couldn't get up.
And he's like, I can't get up. It's too late.
Oh my God!
It was terrible. I think that was on I think it was on Mexican Day too, or something like that.
I think it was.
On Mexican Day?
I know you don't like when I say that, but that's the day they were calling it. Okay.
Oh my God!
I had to walk home feeling like doo doo. Because I thought De La Hoya was going to at least last, and he gets hit by one. But I know the liver shot. When you get hit in the liver, you're done. But man, I don't know about that shot. I think that was something going on there. Something was fixed. I mean, don't get me wrong. Respected executor. That's one of the baddest mans on the planet too. What was he, like 50-something and one or so?
At the time.
And he's still boxing, isn't he? I don't know about now, but not too long ago he had a box.
You figure this was like 160 when he fought De La Hoya. Now look at him, he's fighting at 175. Got a couple of belts and stuff.
I would never get in the ring with that guy. that guy, he's good.
I'm glad you brought that up.
He used to wear a mask.
Charles.
Remember when he used to wear the mask, the executor?
He'll still probably do it from time to time, though.
I'd like to see that, actually.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I don't know if anyone else has liked to, but I would.
He's like he.
Now that he doesn't do anymore.
He doesn't do that anymore. Okay, that was a little violent. Yeah. But there was a time. There was a time everybody wanted to fight him. The executor. He was undefeated. He had a little Mayweather thing going. Didn't he lose one fight? He lost one fight, if I'm not mistaken.
You figure one of his early losses was like Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, there you go.
Back in the day. And then, of course, he had those 2 losses with Jermaine Taylor, which, I mean...
Whatever happened to Jermaine Taylor? I mean, he was up and coming there for a while.
Up and coming, but then you figure, hey, he had a fight with Kelly Pavlik. He got knocked out
That's
on
another guy, though, Pavlik, that was up and coming. He got beat by Pacquiao, if I'm not mistaken.
He got beat by Bernard Hopkins.
Bernard Hopkins. Yeah. Man, but the Executor just taking him out one by one.
Executing.
That's his nickname, the Executor. He's an older man. He's an older gentleman. He's still doing it, man.
Yeah,
just like George Foreman. George Foreman did it till he was old. I remember a boxing match when I was younger with George Foreman. Just looked like a big fat of glob, and this guy was in there just muscled away, and I thought George Foreman had no chance, but knocking him out. I gotta look that one up.
Yeah, it was when he fought Michael Moore back in
was that it?
He fought Michael Moore
because Michael Moore looked like he was all stacked, right? I remember that fight because I didn't think George Foreman had a chance.
I don't think not too many people thought he had a chance.
No, that's right. No,
because the other guy looked like he was just like a bodybuilding, killing machine, and then George Foreman just kept. Man, that was a good fight.
He was just solid. And he's just solid. That's what it was. We were seeing something else, but
a lot of it is not only strength; it's how you use that strength. And if you got a good mind and you're intelligent and you got a good game plan, you can beat somebody that's stronger. Obviously.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now, we got a few minutes here a couple minutes before we go to a break. But, Charles, what are your thoughts on the Canelo versus Lara that's coming up in not this weekend, but the following, July 12th?
July the 12th. Should be an interesting fight. It's in Vegas, and I think, if I'm right, this will be Canelo's second or maybe third fight in Vegas, I believe.
I think maybe third, but I'm not sure about that.
Because you figure he fought, of course, he fought Angulo back in March.
Right.
And then I think he had another fight. I forgot against who. And now this one. I think the key is going to be Canelo's a heck of a boxer. Lara's a heck of a boxer. Who can get on the inside? I think it's going to be the main key.
Yeah, who comes with the best game plan?
Not necessarily game plan. It's just... You got. I don't see like a lot. Canelo's the type that loves to go forward, and I think Lara's the type that loves to go forward. But he can back up a little bit and counterpunch. So, I guess this is your true puncher versus counterpuncher.
This is going to be a good.
I think it's going to be a great fight.
It's going to be a really good fight.
Well, you want to keep.
Now, if you ask me who I think is going to win, I think it's too early right now.
Too early?
Too early. I got to watch another episode of All Access on Showtime.
Yeah,
Showtime's got that right now. Yeah, I was just going to say.
Honestly, I don't get that because I have HBO. It really upsets me.
Dude, you got to watch Showtime. You got to get Showtime.
Well,
like we said, it's all about, HBO. They're going back and forth. HBO, Showtime.
I guess I'm going to have to order them both because I'm starting to get jealous that you guys are watching that.
You're jelly?
Yeah, I'm jealous.
No, my
I want to watch it too.
Yeah. All right. Well, Charles March, thanks so much for giving us your thoughts and being on our show. Thank you. I know you're a busy man.
Hey,
you guys are going to.
I appreciate it, Charles.
There you go. Yeah, tune into their sports show that's on sportsonchicago.com. That's going to be coming in soon, and it's called Touch 'Em All.
It's going to be good.
Good indeed. You got to check them out for sure.
Mondays 12 to 2.
Tomorrow, Monday 12 to 2.
Monday 12 to 2. There you go. You heard it there. All right, we're going to be coming back here after a break and then a sports update. Make sure to come back. We're going to be talking about Canelo versus Lara. Again, thank you so much, Charles March.
Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, tune in. And, hey, maybe you'll come back next week, huh?
Yeah,
Every week. Maybe we'll come over permanently.
There you go.
We're working on that as he shakes his head no.